The Ivorian finished at the far post from Alejandro Baldes as the Clásico entered injury time. Messi's efforts sparked wild celebrations in the Camp Nou as Barcelona moved a major step towards winning La Liga for the first time since 2019. Barcelona had fallen behind early on when Vinicius Junior's crosses Ronald Araujo in deflected past Ter Stegen to give Real Madrid the lead. Sergi Roberto equalized from close range in first half stoppage time with a fine finish past Courtois. Real Madrid thought they had retaken the lead in the closing stages but saw Asensio's effort ruled out for offside before Kessi's late winner. Barcelona captain Sergio Busquets has demanded his team keep on pushing in the La Liga title race. The Catalan Giants find themselves in a very strong position to clinch a first league title since 2019 after a superb late 2-1 El Clásico win over Real Madrid. Victory over Los Blancos has opened up a 12-point title advantage over the defending champions with 12 games left to play in 2022-23. However, despite their increased lead, Busquets has insisted the league will be a battle until the winners are confirmed, with the experience of Real Madrid still a threat. These are three very important points, a plus for us and the fans, as per reports from Mundo Deportivo. We know there are 12 games left, and we have a large advantage, but we must continue along the same lines. Now there is a break for international football, and we have to recharge our batteries for what remains of the season. Barcelona are back in league action weekend after a late defeat in Catalonia. The Blaugrana have now opened up a 12-point lead in the La Liga title race, with 12 games still to play, and Ancelotti's defending champions need a miracle to turn the situation around. However, despite struggling to cope with Barcelona for large periods of the contest, the tie was ultimately decided in the final stages. Frank Kessie netted his first ever goal for Barcelona to clinch all 3 points for the home side, just minutes after Marco Asensio had a goal ruled out for offside. The Spanish international was adjudged by VAR to have moved too early in the build-up and Ancelotti was unhappy at full time. We played a complete game from the first minute to the last, as per reports from Marca. We haven't won because there was an offside that we still have doubts about. We go back to Madrid with doubts in our minds. Ancelotti will look to reassess his options during the incoming international break, with Los Blancos returning to league action on April 2nd at home to Real Valladolid. Barcelona boss Xavi was full of praise for man of the match Sergi Roberto in their 2-1 El Clásico win over Real Madrid. The Blaugrana have taken a major step towards a first league title since 2019 with a key victory over their old foes to open up a 12-point lead at the top of the table. The hosts suffered an early setback via Ronald Araujo's own goal, but they rallied superbly either side of the break, with Roberto at the forefront. The veteran midfielder slotted home an equalizer just before the break and drove Barcelona on in the second period, as Frank Kessie came off the bench to win the tie. Roberto has played a squad role for Xavi so far. In the end, it turned out very well because they both scored, and we won, as per reports from Marca. We still have 12 games left to play in La Liga. But this is a very important victory in an El Clásico game. We deserve to win, we have been better, dominated and generated clearer chances. I'm very satisfied the team has emptied itself out on the pitch. The majority of Xavi's squad will now head away on international duty before returning to league action on April 2nd at basement side Elche. Barca's toughest opponents between now and the end of the season will be at home, with their away games coming against weaker opposition. They will play Elche, Getafe, Rayo Vallecano, Espanyol, Valladolid and Celta away from home before the end of the season. At the Spotify Camp Nou they will host Girona, Atletico Madrid, Real Betis, Osasuna, Real Sociedad and Mallorca as they bid to win another domestic title. Xavi Hernandez revealed that President Joan Laporta celebrated Barcelona's Clásico win in the dressing room with the players after the dramatic 2-1 victory. He also said he could understand Barcelona supporters singing, Campeones, Campeones. At the end of the game, despite not accepting that the league was won, the president comes into the dressing room after most games and I have no problem with that because the relationship is good. He was happy tonight of course, said the Barca coach. It has been a tough few weeks for Joan Laporta since the public prosecutor in Spain accused Barcelona of buying favor from referees by hiring the then vice president of the refereeing committee in a 20-year period up to 2018. Laporta does not stand accused but he will have to testify in the case and also has the headache of a temporary stadium move.